My name is Kat, and today I want to talk about the exciting new book releases of summer 2016. So publishing does slow down just a touch as we prepare for the epic fall releases, but that doesn't mean that there aren't some pretty epic summer releases as well. Since I need to play a bit of catch up, for this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 6 new book releases of June, July, and August that I personally am most excited for. First up, I have here Vanishes by Katherine Egan, which came out on June 7th. This is about a teenage girl named Julia who has the unusual ability to be unseen. This talent is very useful for someone who is a thief and a spy, but also very dangerous in a city where magic is banned and witches are publicly drowned. When she's on a mission, she discovers something that really shakes up her worldview, and suddenly she doesn't know who to trust or what to do. This is a debut novel. It's the first book in a new trilogy, and it's been getting really great reviews so far, both from readers and professional reviewers. It got starred reviews from Publishers Weekly and Booklist, which is all very promising. Also, it's been compared to books by Marie Lu and Leigh Bardugo, so sign me up. Next up is Antidarkened by Kiersten, which came out on June 28th. This is the first book in a historical series which is based on the life of Vlad the Impaler, who was known to be incredibly cruel and brutal. But there's a twist, because in this series, we don't have Vlad the Impaler, we have Lada the Impaler, a girl who is just as ruthless, but she also faces the added difficulty of being a female in this time period. I don't really know anything about the Ottoman Empire or Vlad the Impaler, but I do know that I love Kiersten White's books, so I'm definitely going to be reading this, and very, very soon, because it is the July book of the month for BOOKSPLOSION, and I'll put all of the details down below. It's not too late to join the read-along. Moving on to July, I have here This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, which was out on July 5th. This is another first book in a series by another author that I already know and love. This one takes place in a city that is divided and at war and, oh yeah, overrun by monsters. Each side has a leader, and the children of these two opposing leaders are the two protagonists. I just love Victoria's writing and world building and plots and premises, and I'm just really, really excited to read this one. Then, of course, I am very much looking forward to The Cursed Child script book, which is coming out on July 31st. It's Harry's birthday. I cannot believe this is a real thing that is happening this weekend. I wish I could go to London and see the play, and I'm very jealous of everyone who is able to do that, but I'm gonna be happy reading this. We get more canon story to the Harry Potter saga. I can't. This franchise must have a Horcrux because it never dies. Oh, also, this is going to be the BOOKSPLOSION book of the month for August, so those read-along details are in the description. Moving on to The Call by Peadar O'Gillen, which is out on August 30th. I believe this is a standalone fantasy, so I'm already intrigued, and aside from that, the premise sounds awesome and intense. In this book, a long time ago, the humans banished this dangerous race of fairies, but now the fairies are getting their revenge. Every teenager receives the call, where they are suddenly transported into the world of the fairies, and then they are hunted and brutally killed and sent back to the human world in pieces. Unless they are able to survive in the fairy world for 24 hours. Then they are returned to the human world alive. So it's kind of like the Hunger Games blended with Irish folklore, and it just sounds fascinating and thrilling, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's actually going to be the BOOKSPLOSION Book of the Month pick for September. We're working with Scholastic on this one, and I am pumped. Again, all of the read-along details are in the description. Last, but certainly not least, I have here A Torch Against the Night by Saba Tahir, which is also out on August 30th. This is the sequel to An Ember in the Ashes, which I read last year and absolutely loved. I think it was my favorite debut novel of last year. I can't really talk about the synopsis of this installment without spoiling the first book, but the first book is super gripping and immersive, and it's like 500 pages, and I flew through it in almost a single sitting. I love the characters, and the world is so interesting, and I just cannot wait to see what happens next. Alright, there you have it. Those are the summer 2016 book releases that I personally am most excited about, even though for the majority of summer and the year, I have been in the worst reading and vlogging slump of my life, but I'm working on it. I'm sorry I haven't been around and I feel terrible about it. Sometimes you just gotta take a break. Unless you're Hamilton. Run away with us for the summer. I'm sorry. Anyways, that is gonna be it for this video today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night. And I hope I can get my shit together and put up another video soon. I will see you then. Goodbye! Yep, that's my outro now.